episode 3.
Okay, I hope everyone's done their homework and have their coconut fruit tree platter ready to go. And got all your favourite fruit drawn to where you'd like to put those and how you're going to make your tree. So if you haven't done that, make sure you get it done. Now it's time to prepare all the fruit and do our mise en place. You might have heard that terminology before in an episode before, mise en place, to get everything in its place. So I'm going to give you some chef's tips on how to slice and dice and cut and design our fruit platter around the different way we cut our fruits and vegetables as well. Let's get started. I'm going to start with my kiwi fruit. Now, we top and tail our kiwi fruit, taking the top and bottom off. These are going to be the leaves to my palm trees. I'm going to slowly just take off all the skin on the outside. Try not to leave all the furry brown skin. Now, if you haven't had kiwi fruit before, they come in a few different colours. You can get yellow and green kiwi fruit. You can also get miniature kiwi fruit, which are only about the size of a quail egg. And then we're going to cut these into our palm tree leaves and cut a few more. And there we have it. How many palm leaves do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 leaves we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's great. 2 left over spare, just in case I get hungry. The next thing we're going to do is the mango. Mangoes and coconuts go hand in hand as island fruit. Mangoes are in season right now, and there's plenty of them on the island, and they're delicious. If you don't eat mangoes, this is one thing you need to start eating. Mangoes have a big seed in the middle, but on the outside there's 2 fillets of flesh you can take off. That's one side, this is the other side. Just like that. But how do we get the flesh away from the skin? Now kids, I'm going to teach you a trick, so keep it a secret from mum and dad, because they're going to wonder how fast you did this and how good. Grab yourself a cup, and what we're going to do, we're going to place the fillet on the side of the cup, and as we push down, it's going to cut that fillet off for us, off the skin. There's all skin, no mango meat there at all. And look at that, a big slice of mango meat. Is that a good trick or what? Get that mango onto our plate. Just waiting there. Time for a little clean up. Got our little waste bucket here. Put our food scraps in. Can go to the compost or the recycling. Very good for your veggie garden. I'll keep that mango for later. I do have an orange and an apple here. I also have a lime. We might take a little bit of lime just for a bit of colour. Okay guys, now I've got another little chef trick for you. This is called a Japanese mandolin or slicer. So what we have is a blade in the middle there, and we can adjust the height at the back to make our slices a lot thinner or thicker. This is what I'm going to use for my coconut today, and I'm going to use it for hopefully making some water. Okay, so I want to mix this with my blueberries and try and create some nice blue water. So what we do is we just run that up and down on the mandolin, and we can get some beautiful thin slices like this to use for water. I'm just going to try and make that a little bit thinner. Well, that one even is a full circle. So there we have it. Okay, kids, mums and dads, it's time to put our fruit platter together. So, let's all have a look at the drawing one more time to see how it's going to look, and that's what I'm going to follow. And I hope you got yours ready too, ready to go, so you can do it and send in your photos to Gourmet Greg and let everyone see, and we can share our photos amongst our friends. Okay, so I've got my clean plate started. First thing I want to do is take a piece of towel and just make sure got a nice polished plate, nice, ready to go. First thing I'm going to do is lay my foundations for my coconut trees. So I'm going to make the island. So I'm going to get the mango and I'm going to curve it around. I've got it all in slices. I'm going to get a little bit more for this side of the island, and there I have it. Don't worry if you've got a little too much ingredients, too much fruit cut, because you can always eat as you go, try a little bit as you go, or save it for later. Okay, I've got my frozen mango, I got my mango and my frozen bananas for my tree trunks. Now, I've got my kiwi fruit. I'm going to add as my leaves. How many leaves I've got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've drew 4 leaves in on that one and 4 on this one. And there I have, it's looking good. Now I want to do some water. So I'm going to take my shaved coconut, I'm just going to break that up by hand. I'm going to add some of my blueberries here and I'm just going to crush those up in my fingers like this. I'm going to make blueberry mash, and then I'm going to mash up my blueberries on my coconut flesh there. Okay, let's lay the water in. So not quite blue, blueberries aren't quite blue, they're more purple. But that's okay, we've got purple water. Get some purple water down the bottom here. Really nice. Then I'm going to add some coconuts out of blueberries, frozen blueberries as well, just to make the fruit platter nice and cold, give it a bit of texture. And there you have it. We didn't use the lime. Let's try a little bit of lime. Maybe we can just put that up the tree. And what I saved here was, from the coconut oil we made, I saved some of the biscuit crumbs, I'm going to call them. I'm going to use it as sand. Crunchy coconut sand. We're going to put that over our island. So there we have it, kids. My coconut platter and my coconut island. Okay, welcome back to Cooking with Coconuts. Today we will be making coconut oil. So in the past episodes, we went out and we hunted and gathered and collected and cleaned our coconuts. and we extracted the coconut meat or the flesh to make our coconut milk and cream, which we did right here. And then we set that in the fridge until the coconut cream sets on top of the coconut milk. It's coconut cream off the top into a pan, and we're going to extract and split the cream and the oil and the water. We want to evaporate the water and create our own coconut oil. Now the longer and the higher you cook this, the darker your oil will get. You can get cold pressed oil, but that's a whole different technique. Today we're using a heated oil extraction. Let's get started. So we get our slotted spoon and we just carefully take out the cream and pop it in the pan. Okay guys, there we have it. Let's get that over to the stove. Got our pan of coconut cream here over to the stove. We're just going to turn that onto a medium heat to start with. And then we're going to let that slowly build up. We're going to use our wooden spoon and we're just going to stir that once the pot comes up to temperature. We'll keep an eye on it and we watch it how it reduces and turns from white to clear. Okay, as you can see in the pan, it's starting to come up to the boil. That is all the coconut vapors or water coming out now. And if you just smell that, it smells like pure coconut oil. You know, like you just put on some sunscreen, some tanning oil, you know. Oh, this smell is going to go through the whole house and make it smell great. Everyone's going to start getting hungry. Okay, anyway. That's what we're after. Keep watching. Here you can see some of the oil already starting to separate. The pan is just coming up to a light simmer. That's a good temperature to have it. Try not to get it boiling too much. I'll give you a tip. The Thai people, when they make their curries, split their coconut cream and draw out all the coconut oil to get a deeper and better flavour into that curry. And you see it's starting to separate here, the cream to the oil. So now we just got to watch our temperature and make sure we don't have it too high and starts to spit all over our stove. We want this to be a slow process, so we don't burn our oil or discolour it too much. Okay, coconut oil is going really well. You can see the brown colour coming now. We're cooking out all the oil out of that cream. It's really starting to split. Just starting to stick to the bottom there, so we just scrape that off. We don't want anything to burn and we don't want too much colour. But while it's sizzling, you can still hear it sizzling. That means there's still moisture in the oil. So we want to cook all that oil until the moisture comes out. Okay guys, we're getting very close to finishing our coconut oil here. It's been on for just over an hour. So what you can see here is all the bubbling and sizzling has almost stopped. It's just a little bit of the coconut in there now sizzling. That's not quite done. That's why we have to keep stirring so it gets an even cooking. It is going brown now. We don't want to take it too brown either, because we want to keep that coconut oil nice and clear. We don't want a brown coconut oil, you know, and we definitely don't want to heat it too much. So we're very close here to finishing. What we want to do now is just to strain that into a pot. take out all the remaining flesh there. And there you have it. Coconut oil, made from home, organic and free. Just a little bit of hard work. Actually, I don't even think it's hard work. I tell you what, it's harder to try and film it than it is to make it. That's all I know. Okay guys, well I hope you enjoyed making coconut oil. Stay tuned because there's plenty more to come.